A witch turned to stone and ancient pagan rituals await the most haunted team as we travel to Somerset.
Hello, I'm Yvette Fielding, and this week I've brought my team face to face with witchcraft and a place filled with phantoms from a harsh past. Welcome to Most Haunted and Wookey Hole Mill and Caves.
The spectacular series of caverns, 25 of which now feature as a fantastic family tourist attraction, were formed over millions of years by what is now the River Axe, which runs out of Wookey Hole and past the mill, giving rise to the local belief that it flows from deep within the underworld. They have seen human habitation for over 50,000 years, and around 200 AD, the Greek diarist Clement of Alexandria described hearing sounds like the clashing of numerous cymbals coming from the caves. And so stories regarding the paranormal have abounded ever since, the most compelling of these being the tale of the Wookey Witch. However, the mill has its own share of supernatural apparitions, which convinced the Most Haunted team that an investigation of Wookey Hole and its surroundings was long overdue.
In Victorian times, workers in the mill endured long hours of hard labour in dangerous conditions, and as a result, there were many deaths. It is said that many of these tortured souls still remain to haunt the place they so tragically died. The spirit of a young girl who was a victim of this time has been witnessed on many occasions roaming the ground floor and basement area of the mill, along with dark shadows and painful cries of agony. The spirit of another young girl roams the mill. She died here waiting for her mother to pick her up, and she's said to wander the place still looking for her mother. Many of the ghosts that are seen here on a regular basis are former workers trapped in their old daily routine. But the most alarming entity that refuses to leave the mill is that of an extremely psychotic and paranoid mentally disabled man who haunts the mirror maze. He's said to be very dangerous and not like people entering his space. Right next to the mill are a set of caves where people have lived and died for over 50,000 years, and their spirits are said to still roam. The most famous ghost that walks this place is that of a witch. Accused of witchcraft by the local village, she was set upon by the locals, where she spat curses and ran further into the caves down a passage known as Hell's Ladder. Father Bernard, an abbot from Glastonbury Abbey, blessed some water, followed her and threw it over the witch, turning her to stone. The story of the witch was substantiated in 1912, when an archaeologist exploring the caves discovered the bones of an old woman. Her bones had been broken, and it appeared as if she'd been killed in an act of mob violence. While her figure can still be seen in the part of the cavern known as the Witch's Kitchen, her ghost is said to roam the dark, cavernous reaches of these forbidding tunnels. It is thought that her curse follows all who interrupt her. With such a history and so many places to be investigated, how will we cope tonight? We have 24 hours to find out.
What further information information had historian Leslie Smith's researchers uncovered about this incredible location and its ghostly connections.
Wookey Hole is an odd place. It's famous, lots of people have heard about it. It's been a visitor attraction for a very long time. A series of caves, cavern after cavern, deep pools that people have bet each other and I'm afraid sometimes lost their lives, holding their breath for as long as they can to come to another cavern. Wookey Hole is odd. It's odd because the place itself has this fantastic history and prehistory indeed of people living there, and the witch and Glastonbury and all that magic. It's also got this visitor attraction with lights and baubles and catchpennies. And you know and I know that when the lights go down on a fairground, it can be one of the most sinister places you've ever been in.
Did parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe think this amazing location would give us different experiences from other similar locations we had investigated?
Kieran, a really unusual location to investigate. Not just one, but two places. We've got the caves and the mill, and both of them very unusual locations and very frightening.
Yes, and I think the key point is they're both very different. They have both very different looks about them, different feels, but also different phenomena and different hauntings associated with each place.
The mill is a very unusual location. And when I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be a working mill with the looms and so on. But it's got games, a little bit of a museum feel to it. There's the clowns behind us, the Hall of Mirrors. It's very strange, isn't it?
It is very strange, and on previous investigations we've talked about layers, and here we've obviously got some sort of layers. Was there a mill here before all of this? So we're reliant on what the medium can pick up. But I'm a little bit concerned about how people are going to react when the lights are all off and they're walking around with clowns, you know, dummies around, and also there's a lot of reflective surfaces, so the light of the camera, the light from torches, people have to be extra vigilant that they don't misinterpret any shadows as being something paranormal.
When we've investigated caves before, infrasound plays a very big part of that, doesn't it, and can confuse the issue with paranormal activity.
The concern is not just infrasound, i.e. low frequency sound, but it's also how sound travels throughout the cave system, whether you get reverberation. So for example, if you say something just at a normal voice level, it could reverberate down one particular corridor and then bounce back within the cave system, giving the appearance that the sound is coming from somewhere else. But I think, you know, when we do walk-arounds and we do kind of the initial vigils, people will become familiar with the sounds that have perfectly natural explanations. And it's the other sounds that we're interested in. Eyewitnesses have actually reported children crying in the caves. Now, in the past, when we've had acoustic phenomena, it's very much been a repetition of our voices, or it's been a deeper voice coming back. To hear a child crying is a very distinctive sound, and I think the team, being as professional as they are, they won't confuse that sound with an echo from one of us.
What do you think to the story of the witch, the legend of the witch, and then the subsequent finding of her bones? What do you think to that?
I think it's great. If there hadn't been the confirmation by the archaeologists, it would just have been a story to me. But the confirmation, it's evidence that she actually existed. It's not evidence that she was a witch, but it's evidence that this particular character existed. Whether she's a witch or not, I don't think we'll ever know.
Joined by medium and psychic artist Brian Shepherd, the Most Haunted team take our first steps into Wookey Hole. Would the ghosts and spirits from the past join our investigation in the coming hours of the night?
I do feel that there's two children here. One was crushed in some way. You can hear them. Yeah, they're here now.
The Most Haunted team are in Somerset, investigating one of the county's most famous visitor attractions, Wookey Hole. We begin with a lit walk round. In such an incredible place, we needed to accustom ourselves to the disorientating surroundings to prepare for the undoubted shocks that our investigation will unleash over the coming hours.
This is a really colourful room, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's well, let's face it, it's like a circus. It's a big top, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Of a
Really
room, you know.
colourful. What are you picking? Obviously, you know,
Well-
was there a building here before? What are you picking up
Well,
from?
exactly. I mean, what we're seeing, as we just said, it's like a circus top, isn't
Yeah.
it? Big top. I mean, it's fun, you know. But yes, what I feel is a workplace. That's what I feel. You know, a factory, a mill.
Can you see what kind of work people were doing?
There's much, in actual fact, if one stops to think about it for a moment. You know, there seems to be, as I say, a mill grinding grain.
Yeah.
I would think things changed somewhere in time. You know, getting closer to us. It changed to sort of papers. You know,
Yeah.
paper making.
Paper mill.
There are people that lots of people, but young children involved in work.
So, in this particular area, is there any person, children,
Do you know, I
anything
hear,
haunting here?
I hear the voices of children. I do feel that there's two children here. There's certainly a little girl.
How old are the children?
There's a girl of maybe 10.
Right, okay.
There's a boy.
And did they die
About
in the
same.
mill?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would think so. Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
tell me?
there's accidents. I would think an accident. One was crushed in some way. Another one involving machinery. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely something like
And
that.
they haunt here. They're
And
here
they
all the
haunt.
time.
They haunt. You can hear them. Yeah, they're here now.
Now.
Here, and I felt just beyond us.
Well, let's go
Okay.
through
So
there
if we
and
can-
see if we
if
can
we
get
can do
more.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Kieran and I are intrigued as to know what's in here, because there is something in here, and I wondered if you could pick up on what it is.
There is something in here. You
Reported,
think-
isn't there?
Okay,
Yes, definitely.
reportedly. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Something. Male. Tall. Aggressive. Likely to push out.
Oh, right, okay.
A mental age of younger than he appears to be.
Right.
Probably very young. Mental age of maybe an 8-year-old, but a grown man.
Okay. Why is he here? Do you know why?
Frightened? No, I don't. Frightened, also, but aggressive with it. Likely to, it seems, dive away from us, run away from us, but threatening.
Did you hear that? Sorry.
What did you hear?
But threatening.
Did you hear that? Sorry.
But threatening.
Did you hear that? Sorry.
That's the second time I've heard it. That.
You've heard it?
There.
This again.
There.
This again.
There.
This again. Is anybody here? There's a spirit. That's a man's voice. Could you make that noise 3 times for me in a row? Can you?
Do you think that because we're talking about...
There's nothing above us, is there? There's not another floor above us.
Do you think you'd like to play with us and have fun? What the heck was that?
I don't know, but it sounded very close to us, didn't it?
I think that was a yes, wasn't it?
That was sinister.
Where did you think that came from?
I think it came from outside this mirror,
Right, well,
but I can't. I mean, it's a mirror, so I don't know. Well, I can see what's going on.
okay.
Why is he here, Brian? Why is he here in
Why?
this particular...
That at the moment is what I'm searching for also. Why he would want to remain in here. Maybe it's part of the game, you know what I'm saying? He likes to play games. And what better place to play a game than in this hall? You know, it's trickery anyway, this hall of mirrors.
Yeah.
Something where you can hide very easily, it seems, in a sense. can approach us, yet dive away. It seems a good place for him to be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's quite happy.
And
Is that an agreement with that? What do you think it's... Come on, do it again.
what's that noise back there? Could be anything, could be lights. Come on, let's walk.
Still uncertain as to who or what had been responsible for the audible phenomena we had encountered, we decided to move the investigation out of the mill.
Just come out of there, and there's a hell of a drawer somewhere. There's something else here. I mean, let's face it. I know exactly where we are. It's Wookey Hole. You know, it's entertainment. I mean, all this that we see around us is just that. But there's a big drawer, and the drawer I feel is from somewhere else, and I believe that to be the caves themselves.
Right, I'm going to grab my coat. We'll all go to the caves. Let's do that. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. It is, well.
Now, Kieran, everything will be different in here, won't it, for you, i.e. all the temperatures and what's going on?
Well, first thing I've noticed, compared to the mill area, the humidity has gone from 46% up to now 78%.
Which means?
With low humidity, that can cause a sensation where people think they're being touched by something. With high humidity, that cannot cause that sensation. So it means on vigils down here, if people feel as though they're being touched, we know it's not humidity.
Right.
So it leans more towards a paranormal explanation.
OK. There's lots of dripping noises as well, coming from, because there's a pool of water here.
Over here, yeah.
And of course, people could possibly, oh, what's that noise? And it's just water dripping. Yeah. We know that. But Brian, what are you sensing here?
I don't know. What do I sense? I certainly sense, as I say, a lot of people, and also deaths here, most definitely. And oddly enough, one that seems to me not to have been, relatively speaking, this is not that long ago.
Oh, right.
1940s, something like that.
Yeah. Woman
and a man. I get a suggestion of someone that was down here. You know, someone coming down here. Maybe, I don't know. Would it have been what we're in caves diving or something? Cave diving.
Okay, yeah.
You know, with the sumps and things.
Yeah.
And it strikes me that this man, not very old, 30s, I would say, got into some difficulties down here and met his death in that way. Whether it was drowning, which I suspect, I think it was, but it was lack of oxygen, so you know it could have been drowning.
So is this gentleman haunting here, or are you just picking up on the memory of something that's happened?
I believe he haunts here. To be honest, that he never got out of here. There's.
So he feels trapped.
Yeah, trapped within these caves. Yeah.
How sad.
It is very sad.
That's my initial reaction, and that's probably, you know, as I say, I've thrown at this thing that is not that long ago, relatively speaking. I also sense a specific trauma, an instance of violence, which I'm trying to work out. It certainly did involve an old, pretty frail woman.
Okay.
Okay, that lived in these caves, but many, many, many years before the instance I've just been talking about.
What time period are you talking?
Oh, it was... We're probably talking about the Dark Ages.
Okay.
Many, 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 many years ago.
All right, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Was she a witch?
Do you know something? I'm going to be... I think that's what we're looking at, okay?
Yeah.
But I actually don't think she was. But people got the notion that she indeed was a witch. But I don't actually believe she was.
So the whole thing here of Wookey Hole, you know, they've got the whole sort of thing of saying, you know, this is where a witch was.
Well,
I know
it makes a good story.
I know it does, but it's just a story. This is an
makes a good
eccentric old
story.
lady who came down here, and
Yeah,
what happened to her? She
indeed.
was...
Well, I believe she did get on the wrong side of people, put it that way. A mob got together. They set upon her and killed her.
Do you know how many of them there were?
Oh, a group, all men, maybe 7, 8 at least. So there's no chance. I mean, easily overpowered.
Did they stab her? What did they blow to the head?
I think she was bludgeoned to death, you know, with sticks and clubs, yes, and kicked, basically very violently, met her death very violently. Broken bones, broken skull.
On returning to the mirror maze, Brian draws on his skills as a psychic artist to commit the form of an aggressive man to paper. As we switch to night vision, will these phantoms become stronger and make themselves known to us?
Something's behind us, but keep moving. What do you mean? In what way? Behind us. It's all right, calm. Can't there. I'm out.
I saw you here.
Count the chairs just come on the floor now.
Kath, what's happened? Is anyone here? Please make a sound. No!
The Most Haunted team are investigating Wookey Hole, caves and mill in Somerset, home to tales of witchcraft and hauntings. Brian has already sent 2 powerful apparitions, the spirit of an old lady brutally killed and an aggressive man. Will their spirits join us as we begin our night vision investigations?
I saw you here.
I'm out.
So, would Brian be right? Would the mirror maze be alive with paranormal activity? Leslie and Kath join me in an attempt to provoke contact from the spirit of the aggressive man that Brian sensed here earlier.
This has been an attraction for some time, and it's said that this place is haunted by... What the hell was that noise? Did you hear that?
Yeah. And again.
Big
rumble.
It is actually very creepy because we're laughing. It's horrible because mirrors are really horrible because it makes you feel a bit strange because it's so disorientating. The trouble is, we don't know where the hell we're going. Ooh, that's a wall. That's a wall. That's not a wall. That's not a wall. I can't keep this up for long because I can't bloody see. That's me. That's a wall. I can't really find you. You know what you've done, you know? You'd smack your heads and it's shocking.
See, I don't know if I'm seeing your reflection. I don't know what I'm seeing. Is there anybody here? Are there any spirit people here with us now? If there is the ghost, the spirit of a particularly nasty entity, then let yourself be known, please.
What was that?
What?
Did you hear that? No, what did you hear?
Oh, I didn't hear that, no.
What are you two squeaking?
Where are you? Is that you? It's you. That's the wall.
Hey, I've lost you.
I'm here.
Where? There's mirrors, I can't see you.
Hello?
Is it? That is me, yeah.
Hello, if there's anybody here, spirit person here, please make a noise. Hello? Is there a spirit here with us?
What is that over
I
there?
don't know, I've just seen it too.
Have you just seen it?
Yeah, I have. It's like a face, a head in the middle.
What's that?
No, wait a minute. Could be that.
No,
Leslie! Don't run!
Over there was like a face, wasn't there?
Yeah, I saw it.
And it wasn't one of ours.
Well, I don't know. It could have been reflection.
Shit.
God, you scared me.
What happened?
Because I'm looking at and you're there, and then you move and you're there.
I can imagine being in a hole of mirrors in the dark. It's mental.
Well, we are.
That'll be it then.
Was that you, Kath?
What?
You just went,
No.
You did? Oh, I didn't. Did you hear that, Les?
No.
I just heard it.
What? Like she heard earlier?
Yeah, like a, Was that you, Kath? Was that you, Kath? Is there a spirit person here with us now? In this place? Did you used to work here in this place? Was that you, Les?
No, it bloody wasn't.
Did you used to work here in this place? Was that you, Les?
No, it bloody wasn't.
Did you used to work here in this place? Was that you, Les?
No, it bloody wasn't. No, I
Did you not hear? Oh my God, I didn't like that at all.
I think there is something here now. And the reason I think there is because the atmosphere's changed. We were laughing.
Yeah.
It feels sinister suddenly, like there's someone
Just
here.
tell me describe that noise you just heard.
I just heard like a deep sound. It wasn't a squeaky sound. And I heard a deep...
Yes, that's what I heard. Definitely, Kath.
Right, so we've all heard something there.
Yeah.
Now, we ought to really have a bit of a plan of action here.
Oh, I don't think there is one.
Something's behind us, but keep moving.
What do you mean? In what way?
Behind us. All right, calm. Can't
Not very.
I'm out. Oh, it's a reflection of ourselves.
No, but it's really, really odd.
The audible phenomena within the mirror maze has unsettled us, so we resolved to join Kieran and Brian in the caves. Meanwhile, Carl and Stuart begin an investigation on the ground floor of the mill.
Is there anyone here, Brian?
I can still feel this presence of this man.
Gordon or...
Yeah, exactly. Gasping for breath.
Right, come on, let's follow our noses.
Basically, Stuart and I have just literally come down a spiral staircase to,
Hang on, mate, I need to sit down a second.
we got to the bottom of the spiral staircase, which is the other side of this door. And I'm not kidding, we heard a noise, like a groaning sound. And both of us, at the same time, saw two figures. Because I said to Stuart, I said, that's two figures.
Yeah.
And they seemed to come for us.
Yeah.
We ploughed it in here.
It's not going to get any more real than that, Cal. It's just a shame that we didn't have the bloody camera on record at the said time. I'm convinced...
I'm going to start the vigil then.
Well, what are we doing? Walking down. Well,
should we go back out there?
We've got to go out there, mate. We've got to do... Because one half of me is saying, oh, it could be the guys working here, but they're up in the green room.
They're all upstairs. There's no one out there,
Well, who else can it be? Who on earth could it be?
Is there anybody here? Let us know that you're around. Did you hear that? Talk to us. Talk to us.
It wasn't me, was it?
Did you hear that?
Do you feel it?
I thought.
Fine.
I thought.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Well, hear me, I'm not breathing badly, am I?
Kieran, that's why.
What's the matter?
Me and Kieran were just walking up here, and I looked at Kieran because I thought he was looking in his pocket. I thought he was having an asthma attack.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
He's going, and Kieran thought it was me.
Hello?
Jeez.
Right, someone's f***ing about, Carl. Someone is having us... Someone's taking us for a ride, mate. I'm sorry, but... It's like a... Woo!
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Right.
Where did that come from?
It was in this room, Carl, somewhere where I don't know, mate.
Sort of that way,
I just don't know what to think about this place anymore. I thought I had this place sewn up earlier on, but obviously not.
What have you seen?
It's not what I saw, it's just what I felt.
What did you feel?
Something brushed past me. I felt something that I consider brushed past me. And although I could say the temperature dropped, it's my temperature that dropped, you know, and kind of the presence of something very close to us. What? You know, it could be a woman, it could be an old woman. God, what's happening? There! What? On the stairs.
What is it? What did you see?
Well, what looked like a shape. Right there, like a shortish shape coming down the stairs. Oh, bloody hell. It's not there now.
Please do something. Touch Stuart. Affect Stuart in some way. Affect me in some way. Pick this table up. Move one of the chairs. Touch one of us. Let us know you're here. We're here with you.
Right. That chair's just come off the table, Carl. I was nowhere near that chair.
Come on, do it again. I'm going to jump it back on.
I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but I am absolutely wet through now in sweat after that.
So actually, Kath, you heard her.
We both, I can tell with Kieran that he's confused about that, Kieran.
Yes.
Were you?
And the great thing about it is, you thought it was me. I thought it was you. When you said to me, were you having an asthmatic? I immediately said, I thought it was you. I thought you were having kind of an asthma attack.
Really
You're having difficulty catching your breath.
It was.
That's what I thought it was.
In fact, it was that loud. It was so close to us. That wasn't an echo.
So Kieran, the noise that you heard, would you say that was paranormal?
I'd say I don't have an immediate explanation for it other than acoustically it could have been one of you two, but I don't think even either of you were out of breath when we came out of that passage. I'm leaning more towards a paranormal explanation than a normal one.
Come on, let's get back.
Move that chair off of that table. Whatever you can, please show us you're here. In any way, shape or form.
No. Carl, chair's just come on the floor now.
Did you get that on camera?
I've got it on camera.
You're shitting me, you've got that on camera?
I've got it on camera. It's on camera. I've actually caught that on camera coming off. No. Carl, the chair's just come on the floor now.
Did you get that on camera?
I've got it on camera.
There's nothing attached to the chair. You can see there's no...
Oh no, there's absolutely nothing on this chair. There's no string, there's no pulleys, because that's what's there. If I'd have had that, well, mind you, we weren't expecting it to happen.
No.
All right, okay.
How are you feeling, Stu?
To be honest, I don't know how I'm feeling. Does that sound silly?
No.
My head's all been busy at the moment now. I'm just trying to compute what's gone on.
Wookey Hole Mill seems to be coming to life as the poltergeist and audible phenomena increase dramatically. Would we experience more unexplained phenomena?
Please make a sound.
The most haunted investigation of Wookey Hole in Somerset is reaching a spine-chilling climax as Roger, our sound man, Kath, Kieran, Brian and I join together within the confines of the mill.
Brian, did you send something?
Yeah, torch off.
the spirit of a worker, a past worker. Long ago, machinery, accident, having been killed in this accident. And remains here.
His remains are here, or he remains
He
here?
remains
Oh,
here.
does
His
he?
spirit remains here. Angry, if you like, you know, grateful that this happened. Come on, make yourself known to us.
Tell us your name.
Make the water ripple. We're here in the water.
Edward, just come with him. Edward, if it is you and you died here through an accident, come on, make yourself known to us. His presence is so strong in a way, you know.
Edward, we're going to leave now.
Do you say fine?
Sorry?
No. Fine? No, I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
No.
Did you just hear somebody say fine?
What?
You didn't say anything?
No, is it? No, just say no. Did someone say something? As if they did.
No, I didn't say anything.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh. Happy for us to go then?
Oh. My ears are like back.
Just come round in circles.
Yeah.
All the way out, up the
Let's
stairs.
go back then.
I've just thought of
Were
something.
you looking at the temperature here? Did it drop a lot down there?
Yeah, it has dropped.
What the hell was that?
Must have been that.
Oh shit!
Hold up,
It was one hell of a bang.
hold up, talk. Oh. Let me see if it's that.
What the hell is that?
Leave.
There's something down here with us. Something on the other side of that door. That was loud.
That was unexpected.
That was loud.
That was loud and unexpected.
The team have had our courage tested to the limit within the mill, but Carl determines that there is more to learn and decides to test his resolve to its extreme by braving the location on his own.
Ran down to the basement on my own. The guys have just come back, Yvette, Kieran, Brian and Roger and Kath and basically everyone who's not me and Stuart has come up from here, and I don't think they were very weren't very happy about what happened. Maybe some things were thrown. I've got to say, I'm not sort of too happy about being down there, to tell you the truth. Oh, what was that? That was in there. What was that? What was that? Hello? Hello? I heard a noise, but I don't know whether it's machinery, because this is my first time down here. Completely. Is anyone down here? If you are, make a sound. What was that? Oh, bollocks. Yeah, right, I'm going down there. I suppose I should do. I don't like this at all. Hello? If you're here, I'm not leaving. I will not be scared from this vigil. Oh, hello? Hello? Oh, oh shit, there's something making a noise down there. Hello? Look at me. How brave am I walking towards the noise? Hello? I can't see anything on this floor. Is anyone here? I can't see anything. Oh, shit, what's there? Oh. Hello? What's there? Okay, machinery. I'm sure this is where this noise was coming from then. Is anyone here? Please make a sound. Oh! Right, okay. There was something very loud, very nasty in there. That scared the crap out of me. Whatever it is, I'm not going down there again.
We stayed investigating this strange location until the sun rose. It did seem strange that the more tired we became, less activity occurred. So eventually we downed tools and left Wookey Hole and Mill puzzled by the night's events. But how did Dr. Kieran O'Keefe feel the investigation had gone?
Most Haunted's investigation at Wookey Hole actually came up with a lot of very interesting phenomena. On one particular vigil, the three females of the group, Yvette, Leslie and Kath, investigated the mirror maze.
What the hell was that noise?
Now, there was a whole plethora of activity reported by them, including auditory phenomena and even at some point reporting as though they had seen something. Let's bear in mind, though, that they were in the mirror maze. So there's a possible natural explanation for anything that they saw.
What is that over there?
I don't know, I've just seen it too.
Have you just seen it?
Yeah, I have. It's like a face, a head in the...
Oh, wait a minute.
Run!
We're all familiar with the corner of the eye phenomena that I talk about occasionally to do with visual perception and that sort of thing. But these three ladies were in the mirror maze, so that effect would have been exacerbated.
Over there was like a face, wasn't there?
Yeah.
At one point, Carl and Stuart appeared to capture a chair falling off the table.
No.
Carl, the chair's just come on the floor now.
Now, I have no logical explanation for it in terms of the fact that there doesn't seem to be anybody within touching distance of that particular chair.
You're shitting me, you've got it on camera.
I've got it on camera. It's on camera. I've actually caught that on camera coming off.
For me, the most significant part of the investigation actually happened to Kath and myself.
What's your head?
Kath and myself were walking through a part of the cave that had a very, very low ceiling. When we exited this part, Kath turned to me and said, "Were you just about to?" And she didn't get a chance to finish her sentence because I asked her if she had been breathing very heavily. In fact, Kath was asking me if I was asthmatic, and I was about to reach for my inhaler.
Me and Kieran were just walking up here, and I looked at Kieran because I thought he was looking in his pocket. I thought he was having an asthma attack.
What had happened was that we had both heard some heavy breathing from right in between us, as though somebody was trying to catch their breath.
Talk to us!
Now, there is a possible natural explanation for this to do with the cavern resonance and some sort of acoustic phenomena associated with it. However, it just shows the intensity of a haunting experience when you look at my reaction and Kath's reaction.
He's going, and Kieran thought it was me.
Overall, Most Haunted's investigation of Wookey Hole actually came up with a lot of very significant personal experiences for particular members of the crew. And we're talking about a whole variety here: auditory, objects moving, and perhaps even at one stage, visual phenomena. All in all, though, it is possible to find an alternative explanation for everything that happened. And so for that reason, I do remain skeptical, but impressed.
Wookey Hole had delivered its spirits and apparitions to us in as frightening a manner as any other encounters we had experienced. But had we once again proved that something exists beyond the veil that separates this world from the next? It's up to you to decide. Until next time, sleep tight.
And that was the last in the current series of Most Haunted. Next week in its place sees the return of Living with the Dead as funny man Freddie Starr asks the team to exorcise the two spirits he thinks are living in his home. Next up, high school, a classic melting pot of gossip, romance and hauntings. Ghost Whisperers here after the break.